It's in me.
Okay, and is the seed of light something you do consciously, unconsciously, subconsciously, or all? All. Okay. Is it an act or is it a state of being? Both. Okay, so we have an audience who's very spiritual, very educated, informed. A seed of light is inside of you. A seed of light is subconscious, unconscious. A seed of light can be done willingly, can be done accidentally. And my little miss, don't count my room before half. Don't count my room. So a seed of light can be a smile. It can be eye contact with people. It can be a touch. It can be listening. It can be listening to God and your own intuition. Multiple seeds of light is when you have a voice inside of your head, a gut feeling, when you have a knowing and you follow it. How many people have not followed that voice, that knowing, and gotten into struggle? Seeds of light are miracles. Seeds of light is me touching somebody or you touching somebody and them having an instantaneous healing. Seeds of light are an aha. Now, how many of these seeds of light do you have on a daily basis? Dozens? 2? 1? Hundreds? How many? She's nodding. How many do you have?
Dozens.
Dozens, hundreds of thousands, dozens a day. Now, the question is, does that seed of light become potent, or is that seed of light impotent? You have a seed of light, and you scatter it in the wind, and it lands on a rock, and it stays on that rock for 5 years. That one thing you said to somebody, and 5 years later they're ripe, and it comes. And they heal. They have a miracle. But they can't remember you. They can't even remember interacting with you. They just think, wow, I'm so cool. Those my vitamins and minerals helped. You are a constant sower of seeds. How potent are they? What makes them more potent? How do you fertilize it? How do you get a miracle out of touching somebody? Are you clear enough so your seeds of light are potent seeds? Are you confused and struggle and overwhelmed? Is cash or a mate in your way? Is cash and your mate not in your way? Whatever it is you are, those are your seeds. Those are your seeds of light. Now, when I am serious, and I am very contracted and very shielded, how many seeds of light do you think get out of me? How many seeds of light get out of a person who is shielded, contracted, never smiles, looks like they ate a lemon? Their heart is closed down. Their hands are over their thing, their legs are crossed, and they're looking at you like this. How many seeds of light? Look at your body language. Are you open and relaxed? Are you actually in communication, relationship with the whole world? We have been taught for years and years and years to be spiritually connected. We have been taught to be grounded. Our relationships of love, our communications, our healings, our seeds of light that go outward, outward, outward. They don't go down to the earth. They don't go up in the light and rain on somebody's head. Seeds of light and consciousness are directed by a look, by a state of being, by a smile. Yeah, there, that guy finally he looks at me and goes, oh boy, oh boy. And I want you to understand that 1 million people you've never talked to, that you walked by on that street, that bumped into you, that sourly faced you. People have given you seeds of light, but you are the fertile soil. You create spirit, the water. You create the struggle that is the manure that lets that seed of light grow into you. It is not the all wholesome, look at me, how many seminars I've taken and certifications I have and books I've written and books I've read. No, I must be so enlightened. I've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars in spirituality. It is the contact with other people in this world, the relationship. Yes, you are connected to God, Spirit, Source, whoever you call him, Buddha, the big tree in the sky. That provides you with your light. Yes, you are grounded. Sometimes, some of you come and go. Yes, you are grounded to earth. And that provides you with that manifestation. But in relationship of body and spirit being here on earth, the miracle occurs. When body and spirit are in harmony, seeds of light start to grow. It becomes a kind word, a deep look into someone's eye. No judgment, no attachment. And when people go, wow, who's that strange fat lady who looked me in the eyes today? She made me feel good. Do they do that? No. But that 1 second of light stirs the light inside them, creates the miracle. That appreciation that this lady looks at me and goes, oh, Starr, that stirs something inside of me. That makes me be a better teacher, a better healer, a better woman. But do we ever stop? Is it all about God? And is it all about being grounded? No. It's about body and spirit. It's about the miracle of connection to people. It's about the seeds of light and miracle. That lady, smile. Oh, good, bigger, baby. That lady's smile is an encyclopedia full, like one whole pine tree exists in a pine cone. A small little seed, a beautiful flower comes from. Are you somebody who seeds century plants that bloom once every 50 years? I don't know why they're called century plants, but they bloom twice in 100 years. Do you sow the beautiful dandelions that grow every year, come hundreds of them? Or roses with their profound essence? I don't care. I don't care what seeds you give. I don't care what seeds you nurture. As long as you know that the divine miracle of life, the divine miracle of healing, the miracle of being is when spirit, God, light, source, and earth come together and you communicate, you have relationship. If you want not to be it, go live in a cave up in the mountain and kill the eagle and eat the eagle's eggs for food and not be in relationship. Because in relationship, your light, your heart, your third eye, all of your glands, your very vitality. And please, don't confuse vitality with health or energy. Your very vitality is based upon your relationships. And I'm not talking to your boss or your lover. I'm talking about life. Your strangers in your life, your friends and acquaintances. Are you powerful to love somebody when they're crying? Or do you have to go over there, rescue them, hug them, and tap them and go, baby, it's going to be okay. Oh, honey, it's going to be okay. A seed of light is to sit there and be for them. Let them have their experience without taking care of them. Say, oh, I got a divorce too. Well, my divorce was worse than your divorce. My husband took the kids. Well, mine took the house, the kids, and the dogs. You know, you tell war stories to each other. You rescue each other. Fill each other full of light. When somebody's yelling and screaming and angry, you get angry, you get upset, or do you stand there in your love? I am here. Yeah, scream, cry, throw fit, okay, vent. But I'm not going to cry, and I'm not going to take it personally, because I love you enough. I'm strong enough. Tree, I'm strong enough being to be a miracle and stand and let you vent your anger instead of taking it personally, instead of arguing with you. Wow, what a big seed. That's like a whole bag full of seeds. Relationship. Communication. You become a vine. Does a vine have to have any more seeds? Wherever it is, there it grows. Anybody ever have bamboo accidentally spring up in your yard, in your neighbor's yard, in your neighbor's yard, in your neighbor's yard? Bamboo grows like wildfire. Some of us are vines in our very presence, in our very being. Whoever we touch, whoever we smile at. We're not in our little angry self going, oh my God, Jesus, complaining, whining about life. We are miracles. We are seeds of light so profound. But get it. The more you are in relationship with life, the more seeds you have, the different variety of miracles you invoke. And get this, you don't sow other people's gardens. You're not going to get sowing yourself. Your seeds people give you will end up in rock. Relationship is love. Relationship is miracle. Relationship is what they don't tell you about, is light and communication. All of us in this room are having a huge relationship. Our auras are touching. We're learning from each other. The spirit guides are huddled in the back corner of the room, asking my spirit guide, how did you get your human to listen? Mine doesn't. Your spirit guides go with you in every class, and or every place you go, and they talk to other people's spirit guides. Well, my human's an actress. She really needs a job. Well, your human isn't going out on enough casting calls. Your human thinks that a Starr movie plot is going to fall right in its lap. An angel's going to bring it. Your human needs to get out there. And sometimes we go places so that our spirit guides can learn. How many people have had a spirit guide sow a seed in them? Tell them not to go. Tell them to do something. How many people have had that voice? Now, I want to shock you for just a second. I want you to think differently than you've thought in your life. Half of your experiences on planet Earth, you were a spirit guide. And they ask me, well, Starr, what was I in a past life? I don't care what you were in a past life. I care what you were as your last time you guided somebody. Every time you were alive, you had guides. When you weren't alive, you were guiding. Half of your experiences on planet Earth. The last time you guided somebody was they did what you want to succeed in this lifetime. So, if you go get a past life reading, fine. Sure. How did you be? What seed of light was that? But seed of light, spirit guides, they guide people who become what they want to be next lifetime. Your guides right now have either mastered what you want to become or want to become what you are this lifetime. You have huge seeds of light in your last lifetime as a spirit guide. I don't want to say incarnation because you weren't incarnated, but that. So you think to me, your spirit guides something that you want to be, then you spirit guide somebody who wants to be what you were. Your last lifetime is a great big seed of light, a great big seed of information as a spirit guide. I'd love to see past life guide readings instead of past life humanoid incarnations. Remarkable seeds of light. You have consciousness when you don't have a body. You get to yell and scream, whine, weep, cry, poke a human that doesn't listen to you. Or may. How much dedication, how much love is that to be a spirit guide? What a huge, huge seed of light your spirit guides are. So take a deep breath. one more time. Half of your experiences on planet Earth, you were a spirit guide to an incarnated being. Right now, you just happen to have a body. Well, not you guys back in the corner, but hey, not you guys that go, she hears us. Okay, so I want you to really, really pay attention to your guides. And I also want you to do whatever you can to access, to acknowledge that last time you were a divine seed of light and you were spirit guide to somebody. Because if you don't know where you're going, you don't know what you want to be, and you're 50 years old, last time you were a spirit guide, you know what you wanted to be. You guided someone through that. Whether you be it at 50 or you be it next lifetime. You know that, and that is a big seed of light that most of us ignore. How many people have not thought about that half of our experiences on life, on Earth, we were a spirit guide? I want you to deeply think about that. Deeply, deeply think about it. Someone had to guide everybody when we weren't there. Or when we were there in another body, we had guides too. So that is a potent seed of light. Now, I want to talk to you about one more precious seed of light. And that precious seed of light is your dream and your desire. If your dream is to be a healer, if your dream is to be an author, if your dream is to be a miracle worker, that is a huge seed of light. But we have something called distraction, which is the rocks, the infertile soil, the weeds. Well, I couldn't make any money doing my dream. I have to take 100 more classes. I think I'd better be an accountant for the rest of my life because my dream's way too much for me. Excuse me, accountants in the room. And 50 years later, we're retiring from being an accountant or an IRS agent. And our dream of being that artist, our dream of being whatever it is, that seed of light, that miracle maker that you neglect, is one of the most powerful things. Have you ever watched somebody at 40 start painting or modeling or sculpting or dancing? And how much more intensity, passion. Have you know what always seriously just blows my mind? They look like, and their stuff looks like they've been doing it for 40 years. Same thing happens with an alcoholic. They stop drinking for 10 years, and when they start drinking again, they are drinking like they drank all those 10 years. Same thing happens with your dreams. If you were inspired, desired, you were seeded to be a healer, a teacher, an author, an artist, and you have excuse after excuse, barren soil after barren soil, miserable, mundane jobs. It is now time to become that most powerful seed in your life, because there is nothing with more light, there is nothing bigger than your dream and your knowing of who you are and what you're supposed to do to spread light. Now we could go through a whole list of people who didn't start playing piano until they were yada yada. This guy didn't invent Kentucky Fried Chicken until he was yada yada. We could go through a whole list of people. I don't care about them. What I care about is that spark of light, that seed of light, your intention, this lifetime's desire that is sitting behind, I don't know enough, I haven't done enough work, I'll never be a Picasso. No, you'll never be a Picasso. No, you'll never be an Einstein. But you will be the exact perfect vibe that you were meant to be. That seed of light, that dream that we discourage in kids. I want to be a ballerina. Nah, honey, go be a doctor or nurse. You'll meet a doctor, get married, and love well. The dream that our children have. And that loud child is alive in us with that seed of light. I already tried it. When she's talking about it, it's a great idea. How is it ever going to manifest? Oh boy, I'm going to rain on this parade before it even gets out of my head. It will wake you up and shake you. Your seed of light of who you're supposed to be. It will make you weep in the darkness. You will have a hole in your chest. I am missing something. Let me buy, eat, drive, fill it with mundane people, books, and seminars. I have a hole in my chest. But you know what that looks like? This. You get that face that nobody's ever going to get you to smile? You get shielded. Nobody's going to get in there because I'm not having my private dream. I'm not making the miracle of my life. And you're going to look blank. Your bottom lip's going to start to quiver. You're going to get a big old hump in your back. And you're going to look like this. Because you have not lived your dream. You have not had your miracle. You have not had your seed of light. I don't care if you do it part-time, full-time. You are a miracle. You are walking seed of light. And if you don't be and do what you are called upon to do, be and do in your desires, that hole in your chest will become a heart attack or cancer. It will become a stroke. It will strike you down for not being true to yourself. No matter if you're a vegetarian, if you eat meat, if you're a breatharian, no matter what supplement, nutriment, no matter if you wear a pyramid on your head, no matter, God love Naldo, no matter what you do, if you cannot be the light inside of you, you will die quicker, sooner, faster. Do you get this? How many people get that you are the maker of the seeds, that you need to become the light? The seed of light is not enough. How many times have we been angry and envious at people? Because they are the light. How many of us have become voiders? Let me tell you about a voider. Oh, look at that idea. Well, it's never going to work because bada bada booda kuda kuda sclooby. Oh my, look at her. Who does she think she is? Wow, look at her hair. Baby. Hi, that person is dudu kara kara. And what a voider is a negative person, and a voider never has to ever say a negative word. They just think it. They find ways to judge, to cut down everything, so that they don't have to use their own light. And what happens is the TV means nothing. The food means nothing. Other people on the street are just extras in our movie. When you become a voider, nothing means anything. And we do that so we're comfortable with our non-light. We're comfortable with our light not showing. We're comfortable with no miracles in our life. Well, where's my mate? Well, how can you be mated when you don't like yourself? Who can love you when you don't like yourself? How can you have a healing when you don't like yourself? I'm not telling you to go love yourself and give yourself hugs. I'm asking you to respect yourself. Respect your dream. Respect people. Look them in the eye. Seed light over and over. Listen. Listen to people. Oh, yeah, I've been listening to some of my clients for 27 years now. Every year they get the same reading. Every year I tell them exactly what to do. They still haven't done it. I am sure they're going to call me next year with the same problem. And I'll tell them, have you done what I told you last year? No, Starr. I'm going to hang up the phone on them and charge them for the reading. And then I'm going to become the big bad girl because I charged them for a reading. Because for 27 years, I've told them the same thing, and they haven't listened. Do what I said last year. That's $200. Bye. And then they get mad at me, and they're yelling at me, and they're telling everybody, oh, Starr's mad. Starr so means that wasn't fair. That wasn't a good reading. And people say, but you should have done that. You should have done that. I mean, it's only logical what she said. They're like, well, get out of my life. Please notice how you hold back your seeds. What judgments are there that are not discernments. How much voiding have you done of other people's lights? I get on the internet and sometimes these newsletters come up to me and well, so-and-so's this way, so-and-so's this way, so-and-so's this way, this is this way, the government's this way, this way. And I'm like, what the heck did you contribute? There are so many opinions out there. Go feed the hungry, do something. Go shine on somebody. Go smile at 1,000 people on the streets of New York. You spend hours writing a 14-page letter about what's not good with life. The government, the water system. Please save the dolphins. Save your own butt first. Don't be going save. I'm saving the tuna. I'm saving the dolphins. I'm saving the polar bears. But there's no light coming from you. There's no dream alive in you. You are not seeing light. You are voiding things. Oh, and then what happens? Oh, that void in our chest. I need something. I'm going to become a vegetarian. I'm going to become a breatharian. I'm going to become anything except the light that you are. Please, people, there are so many beautiful spiritual, metaphysical tools. Use them on your whole self. Don't use them to fill the hole inside of you. Take a deep breath. Beautiful hair. Wonderful hair. Good. Rain feeding the earth. The earth needs it. How positive, how appropriate. How many times do you drop a stone in that pond on earth that is positive, that goes out there and feeds the other positive ways? I look all across the nation, and most of my people are in the land. Oh, 5% have a little bit of negative thoughts, and 12% have positive affirmations, and 80% of your day you're in duh. Thoughts that go nowhere. Good, well, what's that about? Thoughts that are not verbs. What manifests? A verb manifests. You are a body of light. To sow light, to seed light, you must use verbs in your thoughts. You think about the past, you get what you got in the past. You think about the future, you get nothing because you don't have the future. Even though everything is right now. The only time thought works is right now. You want big seeds of light? Interact with each other. Spreader of light. Divine being. Acknowledger of humans. Look at her. Wonderful lady. Live in a powerfully bright light. Do I have to say this out loud? Do I? I have a church. I have a beautiful geodesic dome. And every Sunday when I'm there, I hold services. And everybody thinks I'm really nuts because when I close those two beautiful doors on church, what do I yell? Thank you, church. And I'm here, and all my parishioners out there. I'm going, thank you, church. And they're going, oh, there's Starr doing her weird stuff again. But everything material, everything alive. God, I'm glad you're alive. You're living. You're full of life. Look at you. How have you been spending it? How have you been sowing seeds? Verb upon verb in my head for people. How do you manifest miracles? How can you touch somebody's star and the tumor disappears at half the size? Because I sow seeds, and I sow seeds, and I sow seeds. I sow seeds when I'm awake. I sow seeds when I'm quiet. I sow seeds in my actions. I am not a voider. I don't take away light from people. Look at her. Look at that hair. Oh, she thinks she's so spiritual. Yada, 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 yada. I'm not a voider. I don't void. Do you void so you're not using your light feels better? You know, judgment, man. I got stuck with it for 20 years. That was a miserable ride. It took me 20 years to learn not to judge, not to look at people. They have more light than me. Oh, look, they're more educated than me. Well, oh, shut up, Starr, and get your own education. Yeah. Your seeds of light, the way you think, the way you be, the way you interact without saying a word is a miracle. It feeds you. It strengthens you. It makes you grow. You don't have to have a microphone. You don't have to write a book. You don't have to teach a class to be a beacon of light. To sow light with every thought, almost every thought, and every step you take. It is simple but not easy. Use some verbs. Listen. Look. Look people in the eyes, for God's sake. I know this is New York and that could cause all sorts of dangerous things. Look them in the eyes. Quarter second. Hi, soul. Hi, light beam. That makes them a light beam. That's a verb. Sow seeds of light on yourself. If you don't like you, don't expect others to like you. You know, there's a little bit of a law that goes on that people don't understand. God treats you like you treat other people. If you ignore other people, if you judge other people, God treats you that way. And other people treat you how you treat yourself inside. How you treat yourself. If you support 100 beings and don't support yourself, are you going to become supported? Absolutely not. If you judge other people, if you steal time and energy from your life, you're going to get your stuff stolen. God treats you like you treat other people, and other people treat you how you treat yourself inside. Hey, find a victim, any victim. There are a lot of them out there. If not, find a martyr. Listen to their head thoughts. Oh, this is bad for me. The air conditioning is bad for me. I'm sitting in the wrong chair on this table. My food's going to come out terrible. I just know it is. I never get what I want and I order. I get this, and my shoes are pinching me. And did I wear the right dress? And, oh, look at these people around me. I don't even think that they're my friends. Which one's going to persecute me? Did you ever listen to Victim's Head? I have. And when you listen to a light worker, most of the time, there is that strong roar of inner peace and satisfaction. There is that rolling of light. No one talking inside, but someone deeply listening. Now that is a vine that grows and grows and touches everyone in their life. Everyone take a deep breath. My timekeeper has not been keeping me well informed. So can she tell me how much time I have? Show me the little sign. She can't find it. Oh, wow. All right, we'll take two or three questions here, and then I'm going to do my ad. Yes, sir.
I hear you talking a lot about light, and I respect that. But from my perspective, light and dark are like yin and yang. They are inseparable. They only exist because of each other. So, as a person who's giving light or receiving light, how do you account for the darkness, if you will, the yin and the yang, the balance to that light? How does that fit into the...
For me, the darkness is the place where I can be really bitchy, where I can be crabby. I can choose how I experience that other side of the wave.
No, I understand that. I'm saying, if I give somebody light, am I also attached to that? Is there a darkness? Is light and
Okay.
darkness
Look at me.
together?
This is light. The bottom of the wave is called the dark part. We got the crest here. This is when I'm emanating light. And the dark part can be, or it can be nothing coming out of me instead of light.
But aren't they equal? Isn't every action have an equal and opposite reaction? Isn't it one energy that has a light and a dark component to it? And how do we account for that dark component?
Can I ask you something really personal? Light and dark can be head and heart.
No, I understand, but they go together.
They do go together.
So how do we account when we're giving off light or receiving light? How do we account for the dark component of that? How does that?
Well, you can have a dark be absolutely neutral and not light.
But it can only be neutral if the light is neutral, or maybe
Can I ask you something? How many years have you been in your head?
I'm going to be 50.
Ah, okay. So,
I'm gonna say to that, I'm going to say 50.
okay, so what I would like for you to experience light and dark differently is to go into your heart. Because in your...
I'm not saying that you experience it differently. What I'm saying is you have to account for that dark. Love,
Okay.
more about love than light, because light has darkness.
When isn't light love?
Well, no, I'm saying is light has darkness with it. They are inseparable. I mean, aren't they?
Okay, let me tell you something. I'm going to be really honest with you. I am a woman who does not obey physics laws. I touch people, tumors fall out of their body. What did the physicists say? Well, it can't, Starr, because there's muscle dermis, epidermis, there's this other stuff. Starr, I can't put my hand on somebody and the scar be smoother or arms straighten out. They tell me I can't do that.
So that's the dark side.
I believe,
Somebody telling you can't do something darkness, and
I believe that it is a wave, and it can be light or dark or light or neutral. Period.
so you don't believe that they're equal and opposite.
No. I believe where there's great light, there's great shadow.
Great darkness also.
Yes, but guess what? You don't have to pay attention to it. You don't have to activate it.
Okay, so how do you block that? How do you,
I don't block it. Anytime you block something, go on the offensive, it attacks you.
right, so the darkness is going to attack you.
No, it's not going to attack me because I'm not in the offensive. I'm not being defensive, offensive from it. I'm not saying, hi, my name is Starr. I need 67 shields. I will start with color, sacred geometry, scandals. I will put up every God blessed archangel. I will put up this and that. Then here are my crystals, everything. I don't set up a shield because people energies poke at shield.
So how do you deal with it?
By shining.
But aren't you going to shine on also giving out darkness? Don't they come together?
No. No, you have a perfectly logical understanding of this and no experiential understanding of this. That's what I can say. You have a logical understanding of this, but no experiential. Yes, sir. No. Okay. No. I disagree with you. I disagree with you. I disagree with you. And I think that you think well logically, and you have not had the experience of interacting profoundly and deeply with light where it stays with you.
What I believe is love. I believe what you're describing as light is actually love. What I'm doing inside is I'm giving out love, because love doesn't have the darkness with it.
You know what? Same word.
It's not the same word. It's spelled L-O-V-E.
Listen to me. Love will not pay my rent. Love will not heal my cancer. Healing will heal my cancer. It is a component, a braid of love and light. Each thing is broken down. Light is a whole rainbow of things. Love will not pay my bills, but acting, manifesting things of light, my action step will pay my bills. I believe love and light are both similar in nature, not the same thing, but I don't think love takes care of everything. I believe that love is braided in light, that love is braided in healing, that love is essential in light, and essential in healing, and essential in manifestation. But if love on its own cannot manifest, cannot heal all the time, etc., that it is a braided spectrum of that rainbow. When I talk about light, to some people who've never experienced profound love or don't know love, they have the concept of light in this room. When I talk about light, people remember connection, remember things. If I start talking about love to people in here who hadn't had a date in 30 years or a mate in 30 years and can't love themselves, they don't understand it. No, love is not everything. Take a deep breath. It is time for my commercial. Oh, baby, let me tell you, I have been busy this year. I have published 4 books with the 5th book coming out in December. They are down in my booth 206 downstairs. I have something called energetic content in one of my books. It is the new upcoming way to receive energy. I am at Jody Sirota Center. How many people know Jody Center? I will be there, and at the back of the room is a list of the classes I'll be teaching. I will be teaching downloads from the Master, Sacred Light Grids, and Healing Clinic. My healings are expensive. For $47, come. Me, some doctors, and other healers will work on you at Jody Center. I will be training healers, moving their energy, showing them how to heal. Please bring some sick people. I am tired of having healing classes with 100 healers and 1 sick person. Please bring your sick people to this class. By invitation only is an advanced workshop. You must get permission from me or permission from my staff to take that. Get Fast Tracked is a new workbook where I've taken the majority of the best stuff from the certifications from all over the world and from the shamans, and I put it in a workbook. I found the stuff that gets you moving fast. For you specially advanced people, 2-day workshop in December, heavy stuff. Exorcism. Many of us walk around with entities and spirits and attachment. I have my booth downstairs for you people interested in boogie busting, removing attachments from people. Been doing it for 50 years. Interested in taking that class? I have a class in December. The brochure is downstairs. I'm available for appointments. You will not get what you want in your appointment. You will get what you need. No, you're not meeting somebody tall, dark, and handsome and winning the lottery. We will be talking, and no, a UFO is not going to take you off Earth. We will be talking about what can change you, what you need to do and be. We will be tapping into my wisdom and knowledge to facilitate you moving along in your life. I have a class at 3 o'clock. It's a taste. I will be picking on specific people in the audience to be moving blocks, to be removing things, helping them facilitate them moving faster along in their path. Are there any questions? One question? Sex, chocolate, anything? Healing? Yes, sir. Come right here. Come here, please.
When you study spirituality, there's some intellectual concepts, and sometimes they tend to make you think in a certain fashion. And like you said, when you lack certain experience, like the subject that we just started to deal with about light and dark, that it appears as though there are two things going on, and when you deal in spiritual things, you're not dealing in matter, and you can't take a matter concept with spiritual things. And I just think that people just need to rethink their concepts.
Absolutely. Yes, beautiful lady, hurry up. You're interested in what? Good. You want a psychic reading in the middle of the class, taking 150 people's time up. Yes, it will be, but you know what? You're a procrastinator, so get it started. You know your intentions are good, your follow-through needs some fuel. Do it. I'd like a large round of applause, please. After 5 o'clock, I will be out of my workshop. You can come and get one question free from me in my booth. Thank you very, very much. Free classes and a postcard with free classes and my schedule in the back of the room.